So this is, what's your name?
I don't know.
You do. What's your name?
I don't know.
Is your name David?
No.
What's your name?
There's no name in God.
What's your name, huh? I'll give this back to you in a minute. What's your name?
Joseph.
This is Joseph. And Joseph, how old are you?
4 years old.
4 years old. I wanted Joseph to come in for just a minute, and he's really impressed that he's doing this. And just to talk about, you know, we talked about running with purpose. Hold on just a minute. I'll give you back. He's eating Skittles. Running with purpose and boxing like a boxer in the ring. And part of that is in teaching our children too. You know, in our family talk this past week, I talked about teaching our children. But Joseph, if something happens and we fall down or you get hurt or you get scraped, what do we say?
No weapon in Jesus' name.
We say, no weapon in Jesus' name. And we've been saying that for a long time, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
We started that pretty much as soon as he came home and started becoming mobile, in that if anything happens, I want him to know that he can say,
no weapon in Jesus' name.
no weapon in Jesus' name. And so the earlier age that he learns that, it becomes second nature to him. That's right. And so particularly now, you know, that he's 4, he does it on his own most of the time. And then I come in behind him and say that. All right, no funny faces, okay? Now, that I will tell you a funny story that has kind of turned on me, in that he had learned it, and that's what we say. If we get hurt, we say, no weapon in Jesus' name. Well, he got a spanking one day, and I spanked his leg, and he said, no weapon in Jesus' name. And so that means, even a spanking, you know, but he understood, he correlated that with getting hurt. And an injury or you falling and get hurt with no weapon. That's what we say. And now, usually, as soon as we say it, he's done. There's no more tears, there's no crying, there's no upset. We say it because he has faith in that. He is at 4 already developing faith in what he's saying, faith in his words. And so that's technique. And does Jesus make your boo-boos go away?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus has made lots of boo-boos go away.
Oh my God.
A lot of boo-boos go away. Did he make a splinter go away?
No, yeah.
Yeah, he did. And so when something like that happens, and again, we're training him at this age, it's technique that we can build on. And that, again, at this young age, he
no
learns.
weapon in Jesus' name.
That's right. We say no weapon in Jesus' name. So I just wanted to share that.
Get hurt.
I wanted to share that with you.
No one's get hurt.
And that's right. You want to go play now?
No.
No, you don't want to go play? Mommy's going to finish her video, okie dokie?
Okay, no.
Or you can sit right here. So, that is the importance of technique and directing that skill. Now, where we're going to head into next week is going to be taking control of yourself. And so if we look at that verse 27 here, can you sit up here for just a minute, please? He says, now every athlete who goes into training conducts himself temperately and restricts himself in all things. They do it to win a wreath that will soon wither, but we do it to receive a crown that cannot wither. And so take control of yourself. Train yourself to fight using good technique. Become proficient. And that's the biggest thing. You know that Joseph right now, you know, he understands partially, and he's understanding. I need you to sit down, please. That's right. In Jesus' name. He's understanding at the level that he's at. But the older he gets, the more he's going to understand, and the more revelation he's going to get. Again, learning who Jesus is, and taking control of yourself and training yourself using good technique. Become proficient. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, and that's something we've talked about before too. Athletes don't just wake up and are good athletes. It takes practice and training. And you know, part of the battle is a mental battle. You know, I've thought so many times watching a football game or a basketball game, I don't know how they do it with all knowing.
I don't know why basketball.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it either. Have we watched a basketball game?
No.
Or a football game?
No.
We've seen them on TV.
No. We're watching.
We're not watching them now. We're watching VeggieTales right now. But when we, to know that there's hundreds of thousands of people or even millions of people in a large championship game watching you perform, that's a battle of the mind. And so we do have to retrain our minds and retrain our spirits to be able to take control in this fight of faith. And so I appreciate you bearing with me, and we'll talk to Joseph today, and we'll see you tomorrow.